All right, so let's pick up from where we are. We're at Liurnia Lakes. So far, recap. We've gone through Limgrave. We picked up all the items we need. We've gone through Kaled and picked up everything we need. Now we're going to go through Liurnia. So we're going to go to the Church of Irith, pick up the next sacred tier, and just follow the path. As a completionist, there's a scroll up there. Usually I pick that up, but it's not necessary for this. So for this, I'm gonna actually probably use one of these runes. I'm probably gonna use this one because, like I said, you need some runes to progress some of these quest lines. But I'm gonna grab this Grace, and I will talk to this. This is optional. I like uh the lantern. It basically doesn't. You don't need to hold a torch. It's also really nice for this run because you cannot hold a torch in your other hand. Otherwise, you cannot run your Bloodhound's Fang. But yeah, go north from that Grace. I usually pick it up and then I equip it right after Torrent. So it's gonna help when you go through certain caves. Make sure you jump off Torrent here because if you don't, these guys will kill you. And they'll knock you off Torrent and then kill you. So definitely jump off Torrent before you pick up that map. Continue northwest. You should enter into the Landscar Ruins site of Grace. So this is the important part of the video. One of the important parts, I do want you to, like, if you're watching this, there's a lot of upgrade materials to pick up in Liurnia. So definitely, don't skip too much of this part. But you want to go to this teleporter here and pick up this Smithing Stone 3. Down here is a Wraith Calling Bell, but you don't need it. And you're gonna head sort of west. This place is confusing. It's foggy. It's hard to see. Just do your best. Go sort of northwest, and you should end up at this Grace right here. You're going to want this Grace just to reach Raya quicker for her quest line. Pick up this Grace. And I'm gonna go by directions now because it's very confusing. But if you look in the distance towards your east, there's the small Gazavo, is that what it's called? Gazebo. And Raya should be waiting for you here. She'll call out to you. So you do want to talk to Raya. So the reason why you want to progress Raya's quest line is she is going to be the quickest way to get to Volcano Manor for more upgrade materials and upgrading your weapon to the max for both the run weapon and the DLC weapon. But from here, you're going to head northwest, and you should end up at the Boil Prawn Cross Shack, something like that, where you meet Bogart. If you do go here first and try to talk to Bogart, he will just tell you to go away. But you do need to talk to Raya first to progress this quest line. So you're just this is why you need runes. You're gonna have to buy this from him. Just for completion's sake, if you don't do this, you'll miss out on an emote. To me, it really doesn't matter. But you can buy one boiled prawn and you just talk to him. So this emote you get is not really important. But if you don't get it from him now, you can miss out on it. And as a completionist, I like to pick it up just in case. It's a kind of nice emote where you can just lay down on the ground. So yeah, we're gonna go back to that the grace right here. I think it's the Scenic Isle grace, and we're gonna go talk to Raya again. And this should prompt her to give us the Volcano Manor invitation. So once we enter Altus Plateau, we'll be have access to it. Just exhaust her dialogue. She'll tell you about the grand lift of Dectus, and she'll tell you about the alternate path, but you really don't need to go to it. So from here, normally you fast travel, but actually what you want to do is travel north from the location, and in the distance you'll see another a gazebo, and we're gonna want to pick up these. So all these gazebo in most of these gazebo in Liurnia have smithing stones. So just to show you before the prawn appears, but we have 12, 2, 2, 5, 4. Sorry, 5 and 2. So these will give us um a bunch of 2s and 3s based on what you pick up. Just be careful of this lobster; he will kill you. So there's 3 more 3s, and you want to sort of cut northwest. Just be mindful; these guys they're gonna shoot you. Thank God I did not aggro them. But if you head northwest, you'll basically end up at the map right here, and you'll find the next grace. So, like I said, there's a lot of upgrade materials, and you might have some extra upgrade materials, but you're not going to have. You'll definitely have enough to get to 23 smithing stone weapon, but you won't have enough to like level up 2 weapons. So from here, you're going to go northwest, sort of northwest, and if you cut to the west after passing this large sunken church, go straight west, and you'll find your next golden seed. It should, if you get lost here during your playthrough, it's really close to the staircase. But instead of going towards the staircase, if you go to the left, you'll actually end up here with a crab. And here you have a smithing 2 again. And then if you cut through here, this is a staircase. So the golden seed is technically really close to the staircase here. Just jump over all these people. Pick up another smithing stone 3. And we're gonna pick up this grace just for for quick access in the future. There's an item over there. You don't need it. It's the map showing you where to go. Now, this is a tricky part in the run. Um, you might die a few times if you've never done this. I still die sometimes, but you want to go down the railing, and you'll see of the flat railing here. There's 1, 2. You go down to the second one. You're gonna jump off a torrent and do a double jump onto this rock here. If you miss this rock or you hit like this deeper part right here, you're gonna slide off, like just what you saw right here. I just slid off. You're gonna die. So you have to land it perfectly on that part sticking up here where my head is at, just so you don't die. And it's just faster than going all the way around again. There's a grave here where you can pick up a bunch of runes. The only one I really care about is the big rune, which is this one, I think. It's a 4. Oh, there's a bunch of equal ones. If you go straight from this grave after jumping off the platform and go to this gazebo, you should find more 2s. There you go. And from here, you're gonna cut south. You're gonna actually cut more east, southeast, more east. And the reason why I want to do this is just to get the grace for fast access for Vari's quest line. So keep going straight, keep going straight. There should be there we are. Sorry, I missed it a little bit, but it's right here. This grace is like in the middle of nowhere. It's very hard to find, but basically, if you go up this stone platform, I'll mark it on the map for you guys just so you can see it. I don't even know what this place is called. It's called Fallen Ruins of the Lake, and as you know, this right here, where I put the marker, is where Vari is going to appear after you defeat Godric. So yes, unfortunately, there's no grace there, but from here, as you can see, these small dots on the map are actually the gazebos. And if you look at your stones, so I have 8 of the smithing stone 2s, so that means we need 4 more of this and we need 6 more 3s. So, and we're actually going to head down this way, head south. And these lobsters are sleeping and they're very annoying. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get off torrent and just crouch. If you go on torrent and try to run past these guys, they're gonna wake up and they're gonna probably kill you. So there's 3 more stews. And then we're just gonna go back to Ruins of the Fallen. And we're gonna go pretty much northwest again from where we came from. And you're just gonna go straight. You wanna aim for right about here. There's a grace right here that we're gonna pick up. So you're just gonna go straight about 5 degrees from left of northwest. Just keep going straight. There's a lot of traveling in Liurnia for sure, and it gets quite boring. But you definitely want to pick up all this stuff, otherwise you won't have enough to upgrade your weapons. So you're gonna reach temple quarters, but you're just gonna keep going straight. Ignore all these guys. There's no important items here to pick up. And as you go straight, you should end up at this grace right here. So you're just gonna pick up this grace, and this is the grace that's in front of the mage dragon. I don't know his name. I always forget to fight him. So, um, but yeah, you do want to head towards the dragon. Head north from that grace and head towards the dragon. You don't have to fight this dragon. All you have to do is pick up the academy key behind him. So you're just gonna go past him, pick up the key, run up this ramp with torrent, and just exit. And then as you continue to go, let's see, I think north or northwest, sorry, northeast, you should end up at the next grace. There we are. You're going to continue to go straight from here, and you should end up to your left. There should be another gazebo. This will give you more, I think, smithing 2s. Oh, there you go. There's more smithing 3s. Okay. And then you're going to cut northeast. And in that gazebo, you're going to have smithing stone 2s again. So I'll update you guys in a bit. But you want to come to this. This is the what tower is this? If you're a mage or you're going to use spells, you definitely want to clear out these towers. They give you memory slots, and that's definitely going to help you out for your runs. Like if you want to use Golden Vow like that, you definitely want to clear out some of these towers. We're just going to activate the Grace. And from here, we have 2 options. We either pick up this or we go pick up the upgrade material. For this run, I'm actually just going to go pick up the upgrade material. So we're going to head southeast, back the way we came pretty much. And in this gazebo, we're going to actually find the remainder of our smithing 2s. So try to avoid these lobsters. They are quite, dangerous to deal with. Pick up your smithings 2, jump through the window, continue east actually, southeast or a little bit more towards the east, and you should find your next grace. This is the Underbridge Grace. So this is another important part. So from here, I'm just going to update you guys real quick. We have 12, 14, and we need 3 more smithing stone 3s to get our weapon to +9. Okay, so that's good. But the weapon we're using is a somber for now. So you're gonna come out of this and go pretty much north from this location. You'll know you're heading the right direction when the bridge is on your left and the mausoleum is on your right, the walking mausoleum, and you'll see 2 stones jutting out of the water. You're gonna skip every of these guys. You're just gonna go past these stones, and on a chair in a body here is your somber 3 stone. There you go. So, since our weapon is a +2 already, with this, we can get our weapon to +4. And then in Volcano Manor, you're going to pick up a 5 and 6, and that gets your weapon to +6. So from here, we're done on this side. Actually, we're not done on this side. We're going to come back to this grace later. You can either come back to here or proceed to the second part here and pick up the map and talk to EG. But for now, let's go to the Academy Gate Town. And the reason why you want to come here is there's another location with 3 Somber 3 stones. So we're going to do that. The location is a little confusing. I'm going to zoom in on the map. Don't get this confused. This is not the location. It's the one with a bunch of forest in it. And it's roughly about here down the road. So I'm just going to mark that and we're just going to head towards that direction. But it's basically north of where you are. And you'll find some of those plants, those flowers, those blooming flowers that shoot poison at you. There's 3 of them there, but one of them actually has a body with a chair that has 3 smithing stone 3s. So you're just gonna have to stop a little, look around. Where is that flower? Is that the one? Let's get to this marker first. Head east. This is not the one. Um, this is the only part of the run that I'm still confused on. It takes a while to figure it out. This is not it. I'm just gonna pick this up because I don't remember what this is. Oh, there you go. There's our stop. So yeah, those are 3s. If I recall, there's a plant here that has 3s. So we're just gonna pick that up and oh, here you go. And this also has 3s, I believe. Oh no, that's not the plant. Let's see. There we are. All right, cool. So here's the other plant with 3. I'm just gonna pick this up just for the sake of it because that's what we were looking for. But yeah, there is a gazebo there. I don't think it's on the map that has 3s. That's actually new to me. That's good. So hopefully we can activate our fast travel now because I don't want to have to like. There you go. All right. So from here, we'll go back to the inventory. We have enough to upgrade all the way to level 9. Okay, that guy just hit me, so now I'm gonna have to wait. There you go. So we're gonna fast travel to Sorcerer's Isle. And we're gonna head north. This part of the run is optional. I just don't like going back to the round table to constantly upgrade my weapon. I think EG is a lot better for upgrading weapons. You just go to the Grace and just run up to him and upgrade your weapon. Um, but if you don't mind going back to the round hole table and running all the way to Hugh, you can do that. But I prefer not to. So we're gonna pick up the map Liurnia West. We're gonna go through King's Realm. Just for the sake of it, like I said, you don't need to do this. This is optional. I only do this because it's easier to, upgrade your weapon. Go through the invisible door. Grab the Grace in front of EG. And since we're here already, I'm going to talk to EG. Just exhaust his dialogue. Talk to him. And then we're going to strengthen our armament to +4. So good. Now, from here, let's do a quick recap update. Actually, we'll do that a little later. So Liurnia is pretty much done. This is Liurnia. It's relatively done already. So from here we're just gonna go to South Raya Lucaria Gate. And this is where things get a little jumbly. So we're gonna go through the gate. However, we're gonna go back to Limgrave once. And this ties in to an important upgrade item. Well, it's not really that important, but there is a quest line. It's Yura's quest line that you need to progress. If you don't progress this quest line, you will miss out on an Ash of War, which I hear is really good for the DLC. And you will also miss out on Smithing Stone 5. So we're just gonna run down this bridge And as you can see in the distance, there's another small golden seed tree. We're gonna pick this up, and Yura's quest line also partially ends once you enter Altus Plateau. So you don't want to progress too far from here. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go all the way back to Limgrave, and as you can see here, it's Agil North Lake. What level am I? 16 still. Okay, that's fine. You're gonna travel east. You'll know you're in the right spot when you see this gate with the two Kaiden riders. You're just gonna follow this. So the reason why I didn't do this step earlier is you will get invaded for Yo's quest line, and it's a guy with the Reduvia, and he is quite a mean NPC. I'll take some damage there, just heal him up. But yes, you should get invaded here. But with the Bloodhound's Fang at +4, you should be able to just tear through this guy who invades you. So there we are. Torrent is automatically dismounted. We're just gonna wait here a little bit. And we should be invaded by Bloody Fingernares. So as he's coming to us, if you are still struggling with this fight, Euro will spawn in. So just wait for him to spawn in. He'll help you out. But with this level, Bloodhound's Fang, we should be able to clear him out pretty easily. So just time it well. Dash up. Dodge his. See, so he hits pretty hard. I'm still level 16 and he hits pretty hard. We're just gonna do another one. He's gonna heal. I'm just gonna do another Bloodhound's Fang. He'll back away. He's gonna try to drink again. I'll do another one, and the fight's over. So this is what a +4 Bloodhound's Fang will do. It will get you through the early game really easily. So you're just gonna turn around, and you need to talk to Yura. Yura is right under this. There you go. So that's Yura's dialogue, which should progress his quest line. You're gonna get back on Torrent. And this is the optional part. Although it's optional, but it's highly recommended. Um, Patches sells you um, more pickled fowlfoots, 3 more, and he sells you the crafting book to create more pickled fowlfoots to make your character level up a lot faster in the DLC. So you're gonna want that. Well, at least I think you're gonna want it. So let's just activate our lantern here. Patches is not too hard, so we're just gonna drink that, level up. Go through the cave, ignore these guys. There's a chest back there, but ignore it because it only has mushrooms. It's not worth anything. Go through the door. So if you're a quest completer, you definitely don't want to kill Patches here. If you really don't care for Patches and you despise him like a lot of Dark Souls players do, just kill him. Get his bell bearing, turn it into the Twin Maiden Husk, and you'll get your thing. But yeah, Patches should be pretty easy to defeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he'll say stop. Do not hit him. Oh, shoot, that was close. Yeah, with the +4 Bloodhound's Fang, you just hit him 3 times. It'll proc the bleed, and he will just succumb to it. But if you hit him another time, he'll die. So if you want to just, you know, remove him, you can. If you're wondering if you have to come back here again, you don't. The reason why we want to get to Volcano Manor is after you exhaust his dialogue here, normally he'll appear in Liurnia, the Scenic Islands, but if you do reach Volcano Manor, he'll just immediately teleport there. So from here, we're gonna go to the main academy gate at Liurnia once more. get on your horse, run past the gate seal, and right here you should see this invade assist button for Euro. So just complete this. Euro will give you a Smithing Stone 5, and you'll get an Ash of War called Raptor of the Mist, which I heard is really good for the DLC for certain bosses. So let's definitely get this done. You don't want to miss this because you can miss this Ash of War if you don't complete the quest line. He should not present any problems to you. There you go. He's done. And then after you spawn back in, straight to your right is Euro. And there you go. That's all we need to do. So we're just going to run back to the seal, go through the seal, grab this Grace, the Bellum Highway Grace. Don't forget, reminder, pick up any royal fruit. I'm not going to do it for this run, just for time's sake. So you're going to head northeast past all these broken ruins, and you should end up at the Bellum Church. This is your next. This is going to be your next midpoint for this run. Grab this Grace, and in front of you should be another Sacred Tear. Head down these stairs. This is going to be a long run, but it's just necessary for a golden seed and a smithing stone 5 again. Plus, it makes accessibility a lot easier for the future if you ever want to run for the base game again. Because I don't want to run, I don't like running through here again. It's just a long run, but getting it done here, picking up the Grace in the very end is just useful. So, again, royal fruits. If you pick up all the royal fruits in your adventure, you should end up with about 350 about royal fruits, which is good enough to make you almost like 100 and like 30, 100 and yeah, 130, 120 golden pickle file fruits, which is more than enough for the base game and the DLC bosses. But yeah, we're just gonna go past all these squirters. Here's your smithing stone 5. Just pick up this Grace, and we're not gonna go through here. This is just way too much work. Plus, we have both sides of the Dexys medallion already, so that's all we need to work on. All right. From here, we're going to go back to the Bellum Church in the Bellum Highway. There's nothing important to pick up here. Just run past all these enemies. And here we are. We have the Dectus Lift in front of us, which will bring us to the Altus Plateau. Now, remember what I said in the last video. If once you enter Altus Plateau, the Radon Festival will start. Therefore, you won't be able to pick up any of the upgraded materials in Redmane Castle. However, we've already done this in this run, so we have all the upgraded materials. We should be just fine. Oh, and the Flamberge. If you want a DLC Somber weapon, you want to run the flamberge or a katana, either one. But yeah, we're not gonna go up the dex lift yet. We're just gonna run south from here, jump off the large staircase. And here's an interesting fact I learned. So I'm gonna try something new in this run. But we want to get to the Church of Inhibition, I believe that's what it's called. And there's this tower that blocks it. Since we're not going through Liurnia East to get here, it's going to be quite tedious. But if you follow this path here under the stone, you'll get attacked by this tower. However, if you go under, oh, it is there. It is. There is a water spring here. Just hug the cliffside, and we're gonna use this water spring. Jump to the very top, and we should be right under the tower. I'm going to clear out this tower because I've never done this run. This is the first time, and I don't want to die running to the next grace. It's just going to extend the run longer. So I'm going to go up here and just clear out these guys, and that should clear up our issues here. But yes, if you're also doing a madness run, this is definitely something you'll want to do as well, because in this chest we have the Howl of Shibriri, which increases your damage output while building up madness on you. It's a really good. I think it's still good if you're doing any build that needs buffs. If you're a person who loves buffs, Howl of Shibriri is definitely something you want to pick up. But yeah, we're just gonna run southeast. As you can see, there's little grates there. And the reason why we're doing this run is to progress Vari's quest line. He's gonna request us to get the blood of a maid, and there's two ways to do that in this game. Either you go through the one of the four Belfry Towers and go back to all the way back to where you started the game, and there's a maiden there, right? That you can get it from, or you can just do this run. So have you noticed ever since um defeating Darwell, we really haven't defeated another boss except for a few NPCs or invaders. You're gonna get invaded by Vike here, so don't worry about him. Don't fight him here. If you fight him here, what happens is, um, if you die, you're gonna have to do you're gonna start on that small village, and you're gonna have to run all the way back up here. So just run past him for now. Church of Inhibition. Yep. Grab the Grace for sure, and Vike will try to attack you. He should not be too hard, I think. Just try to fight him as to the best of your ability. He should not be too hard. There you go. Little key with the Bloodhound's Fang. All you have to really do is technically just run up to them and just spam this. Most NPCs are pretty dumb. They won't even react to this. They'll just stab and then just repeat, rinse and repeat. He's gonna try to heal again, I think. He missed. He died. There you go. That's how easy it is. But there's your Sacred Tear. And this is the maiden that you're gonna use for Vari's questline. That's pretty much it here. And then from here, we're gonna go up the Grand Lift of Dectus, but that will be for another video. Because we'll be entering a different region. It'll be the Altus Plateau. Put it this way, I think it is a good time. Let's actually change the run a little bit. And with what we have, let's go fight let's go to the abandoned cave and test out our luck on the the two clean rot knights to get the golden scarab. Normally I wouldn't recommend this. You might want to wait a little more, but let's just see how many it's also a good time to update this and see how many flasks we have with this so far. Remember, in Lanedale, you're going to be able to pick up a lot more golden seeds. So but yes, this fight, getting to the fight with these guys is annoying. You have to go through a lake of rot, a stream of rot, and it becomes quite annoying. But yes, let's check this out. So far we already have 9 flasks. 9 flasks, and with the amount of sacred tears we picked up, 1 flask will heal our bar all the way. So for this fight, I actually think I'm going to equip Radagon Sword Seal. It increases my HP a little bit. It makes me take more damage, but if you didn't know, Radagon Sword Seal is very good for early game. So the trick here in this cave is to run to here and jump onto this tiny rotten ledge here. And the reason why is you don't want to go into that because you will not make it to the end. You see how this stream is exploding and bursting? Oh shit, I fell down. Okay, I might die. Yes, so if once you get Scarlet Rot, you're going to die. And trust me, you're not going to make it to the end while having Scarlet Rot. So you're going to die here. Um, if you notice yourself get Scarlet Rot, just play it out and let yourself die. But there is a way to get to that end without having to get any rot or status effect. So wait for this explosion. You'll see it bubbles a little bit. There's some steam. And once that's over, you're going to run and jump, and you're just going to walk. Don't do anything foolish. Don't roll. If you roll, you're going to get Scarlet Rot. So just walk, walk, walk. You should get there. Yes, you lost some HP. The flask will heal you. Pick up my runes because I died once. And there you go. Rot will just slowly drop from here. Oh, I did forget one thing. Make sure your Flask of Wondrous Physics has the charged attack, what's it called? Yeah, I always forget that in this run, the spike cracked here, and it's good to also have maybe Crimson, or not Crimson, Green Spell for extra stamina, these two. That's the reason why we picked it up early, but like I said, I always forget it, so it's not a big deal, but just makes the fight a lot easier. But yeah, let's turn on our lamp. This is kind of why I get it. You don't want to jump down here, just jump straight to the right behind this guy, run past him. This cave, to anyone who's not used to doing this run, or at least this cave in particular, it's really, really annoying. You're gonna die a few times here and there. Like I said, I forgot to use my runes as well, but that's okay. But this is one of the parts that makes everyone angry. This jump is really weird. You're gonna have to jump and turn sideways to avoid any damage. If you jump straight, your character will get stuck and you'll get hit by all that poison and you'll get poisoned. So you'll be entering the fight with poison. And you don't want that. So this fight is pretty tricky. It takes a few tries. Sometimes it's one, but you do need your lone wolf ashes. The reason why, so when you fight, you're gonna fight the first Scarlet Rot Knight with a spear. He is very hard to take down because he blocks all your attacks and takes less damage. The wolves in here are level 0, but they will take the aggro off this guy from you. And then the second one that appears has a scythe. He is very easy to take down, and you should have no problem with him. Just dodge this. There you go. So I'm going to hit him once in the back. But the wolves are taking the aggro now. This is the guy you want to focus on. He is the biggest problem here. You also want to try avoiding getting Scarlet Rot. Dodge that. Heal. Get this. Dodge this. Oh, okay. Another spin. There you go. Heavy attack. Another spin. Should break his poise. I missed the thing, but see, this is the great thing about the Bloodhound's Fang as well. It's a heavy great sword. I'm sorry, a great curved sword. So if you hit them with regular attack, it staggers them. So now we're alone, but the fight is actually quite good. We only have this guy to worry about. So we're just gonna do a heavy attack, follow up with this, and one swing, he's dead. Now here's a quick one. You want to open your inventory and activate this. There you go. This is the best way to remove these guys. Now, anything we defeat from now on is instantly 30% more runes, which is big. Let's say you beat a boss that gives you 100,000 runes, it becomes 130. If you defeat Grail with 70,000 runes, or sorry, it's like 86,000 runes, I think, you automatically get 112,000 runes. Add on the Golden Pickle Foul Foot, you automatically get like 136,000 runes, 136 to 150,000 runes. So this is big. This is why I am able to get into the. This is very important early game. This is how you'll get into the DLC with a decent level at character and defeat Moog. If you didn't have this, the run will be very, very difficult. I've actually tried it without the Scarab, and it's very difficult. But yes, so we're gonna travel back to the Grand Lift of Dexys because that's now done. Just for safety, let's level up our character. Let's go with some vigor, some dex. That's good. And then from here, we're gonna enter the Altus Plateau, and I'll make another video for that. Am I heavy rolling? I am heavy rolling. Just remove that. Yeah, just remove the shield and the bow and arrows. You don't need that. You will need the bow for later, and we're lucky that this class starts with the bow. So we're gonna hoist the medallion. Skip the 2 cutscenes. And welcome to the Altus Plateau. So we're going to end the video here, and I'm going to start a new one up based on the time I have. Oh, and just letting you know before we leave, we're at 1 hour and 51 minutes. Pick up all those items. It's an extra 30 minutes. The side quest line stuff that I said you can pick up. It's still going to be 2 hours and 30 minutes. But yeah, let's end the video here, and I'll start up a new one. I'll record another one.